Okay, good morning. Happy TGIF Day. It is July 22nd, 2022. Today I believe is 52. I think let's see, it was 30, 40, 52. I think every once in a while I jump ahead a day or something, so I have to keep relying on the calendar. Anyhow, so yesterday I get in the pool and I realize while this woman is watching her every move with me as my service dog, I'm like, no wonder she feels like she's got freedom, semi-freedom, when I get in the pool. She knows I'm safe. It gives me more energy when I'm completely submerged in the swimming pool or now now I need to do a correlation of how long it takes right now for me to recharge my own internal kinetic energy because we all have it. I mean, think of the watches. It's by your movement. It keeps it rolling. Well, they apparently some students came up with some that by your movement can charge your cell phones. But why is it that my body, when I'm walking around, feels like I'm being sunk into the earth? Because my kinetic energy is being, let me think, it's being disrupted by technology. And I've already proved the point this morning because I put my two EMF bands back on my hands. As soon as I put them both on and picked up my phone, I felt different. Totally different. Now, I took this off a while ago. I mean, quite a while ago. Before, I'm thinking back when, it might have been back with Harley. Oh, we're getting a storm. There's a rumbling, but the sun's still up. Anyhow, let me see if we can hear it. I love thunderstorms. They're so cool. Purifying the air with all that nitrogen. He's amazing what he can do. And then cleansing the earth from the filth. Just saying. But anyway, I kept waking up and this wasn't on my wrist. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm just not supposed to wear it anymore. So I kept it off until today. So on July 22nd, I put my two EMF bands back on to see if it doesn't, because my doctor, everything in his office has EMF protection. Everything. You're not allowed to walk in there with a cell phone. It needs to be shut off or have EMF protection. So, which makes sense because it's artificial. Anything artificial is going to harm my body. So now what I need to figure out is how long it takes me to be in the Gulf once I get in it to store up enough kinetic energy within my body to walk myself back without stopping multiple times. Like seriously, I can't even make it up. It is a game changer for me. I've always loved the water. I know I've said this before, I feel like a fish out of water, but to really understand the magnitude of what water sources do to you. I mean, there's flow in a swimming pool, even if it's constantly recirculating. There's still flow. There's kinetic energy. Then you get other people in the pool with their kinetic energy. So they're just generating more kinetic energy within an enclosed area. So think about it. Just like the dams that are run on kinetic energy. They stop it. They use that body source for electricity because it's rerouting that kinetic energy and using it in a different source rather than it still staying in the water and flowing the water. I'm telling you right now, I freaking love to learn. I cannot even imagine not discovering these things. No doctor is trying to figure that out. My doctor did. He was like, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. We have to stop the stuff that's artificial, aka poisons. Nobody wants to really digest that, but I can clearly see it. And if you watched me on land and then see the difference in me in the water, it's like night and day. Truly, night and day. It is beyond a game changer. So if you see your energy level plummeting, get yourself in a body of water and get rid of this. I'm going to see the difference between with and without the armbands. I'm going to test that theory later today. I'm sure that, and this is kind of funny. We're getting another storm, and I feel bad for the campers. But it's a Friday, and the campers are going to come back and use the swimming pool. And if we're going to get a storm, they're not going to be able to stay. Just saying. So that woman that needs a bar of soap to change her attitude, might be raining on her parade again. In other words, don't come here and bring your nonsense. This is a place of love and kindness. Everybody here surrounds each other with love. Everybody's trying to help each other out. That's why those Cubans upset me to no end. I reported it to one of the employees today. He said, that's not okay. I said, well, that's why I did something about it. So I need to learn some Spanish, and I need to learn some certain key words that Cubans might use. And I know just the person I'm going to contact. My old friend that was like a dad to me, Rafael, from Cuba, who was in the regime in Cuba and still has family over there. So I hope you enjoyed my part one of, I'm going to see how I test my theories on kinetic energy. Because that's what I keep saying. I keep saying it out loud. My Natalie energy is not here. Where is it? It's being destroyed by all this stuff. And then they just keep making it stronger and stronger and stronger. Well, what do you think it's going to do to us? Do you think it's going to make us feel better? It's certainly not going to make us feel better. It's going to suck the life out of us. And that's exactly what it's doing to my life. It's sucking the life right out of me. I got to conserve every bit of energy that I have so that I can keep trying to spread love in this darkened world, God-forsaken darkened world. I got a voice and a brain and a yap and a heart of gold. I just want to take my arms like he does and surround him with as many people as I can and give him hugs like Hannah does every day. Don't you? I mean, look at all these family vacations. Oh my gosh, that just warms my heart. It gives me more energy because it's positive. And when I'm realizing rocking back and forth is not helping generate my positive energy, I know I got a problem. Because I've always been able to rock back and forth and help generate my energy for my Natalie energy. I have my whole life, but it's no longer working. Why? Because technology is stopping my flow. Period. My light may be as bright as can be, but technology is sucking the life out of me. And that's not okay. I love technology, don't get me wrong, but there are alternatives. No wonder they came up with these to stop the flow of energy. Every day I read the Bible, my head just, it's like fireworks. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm getting it. And I'm getting chills just talking about it. So I know that's a yes. If you get chills with what you're doing, just like a song. You know how those songs that are so moving, your hair stands up and you get goosebumps? That's Jesus. That's an angel. I'm telling you right now. There is no way you are getting your hair standing up and goosebumps from that head banging, hardcore, filthy music out there. Just when I start to even hear a couple chords of it, I'm done. I'm like, that's a darkness I don't need any part of. I am not subjecting myself to a darkness when I don't need to, but they keep trying. You can knock on my door all night long. Doesn't mean I'm going to open it up. That's where you have to get in your life with those demons that are attacking your body. I'm not the only one. We are all being attacked. We are all under attack in this spiritual war. Whether you want to admit it or not, look around. Look around. Who's going to save us? He is. Or we're going to continue the bloodbath that's here on earth. We're just not laying dead on the street. Although that's how I feel like it's going to happen to me. Because I'm walking, I feel like I'm on a constant escalator going down to the ground. When I can't walk up the stairs without being winded, and it's not because I'm overweight, yeah, we got a problem. We got a huge problem. When their technology is affecting Natalie's well-being, I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. What a freaking game changer. Yes! Talk about a victory. So, hope you enjoyed this quick little 12-minute video, but I just had to share my revelation on kinetic energy. Because there's no doubt I have had abundance my whole life. Because there's no way I could have, under the stress that I was under, ran as long as I did. Well, it finally did catch up to me. Did this have a lot to do with it? I mean, there was a cell tower at Green Acres. I'm just saying. Candy Greyhouse. She was like, that cell tower, that's not doing you any good. I believe that is a true statement. Now, after my research on kinetic energy, and I'm going to continue on my research, because I'm going to get to the bottom of what's going on with my body. In addition to my doctor taking the poisons out. I mean, whether I'm going to keep staying or not, that's a whole different ballgame. But I can still keep learning. I mean, when I watched Phenomenon with, oh my gosh, his name just out of my head. Anyway, when he, basically saw the light. I mean, let's just be honest. Saw a bright light. He was changed. Now, granted, it's a movie. Where is it? Look at all of his crazy ideas that he came up with, like at Rapid Place, and people thought he was crazy. They just kept walking away from him. But look what people are doing with me. I'm preaching the word, and they're like all running and hiding. That's the demons inside of them. Seriously. Just saying. I haven't lost my mind. I have expanded my mind. And I'm getting to the bottom of what I've been researching my whole life, and I didn't even realize I've been researching. Watching, listening, researching what I've watched and listened to. Outside of the garbage that we're fed in limited doses to reroute your brain to their way of thinking. Yeah, well, you can't do that with Natalie's brain. It's not wired that way. None of our brains were wired that way. Do you choose to conform or choose to be a nonconformist like me? So, I don't want this to get too long. It's already up to 14 minutes now. So, left all bunches and bunches. Stay tuned. I'm going to have more on that.